Hello, everyone. Today on the final hour, I have Kajishutoart, a very good friend of mine. Um, she entered into, or whatever you prefer today, because your pronouns are they, them, right?
They are. They're more she, they actually. So it debates usually on the day. It could be most of the time it is she. Some days I am more of a androgynous personality, and even some days I prefer mask. But most of the time it is she, they.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Just want to make sure, because I know you
Thank you.
like to cut people's throats, so.
I do not like to cut people's throats. I take my teeth, I jugular them, and then I sacrifice their body to Satan. I mean Loki.
Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, it's kind of close enough, because death is still evolved. Yes, death still happens. There we go.
And
Big
then I keep
words,
their skull in my
brain no
collection of
power.
bones.
So, I met you with that contest, and we've been pretty much friends ever since, like just chit-chatting back and forth. And then you met my other buddy, Wolf of the Void. I almost said War of Wolfness.
What the fuck?
I know, exactly.
I know you're tired, but
Oh no, you're gonna get a lot of that randomness today. Wolf of the Void. And he, like, you guys, like, seemed like you kicked it off, and I was like, you know, you want to join my mod crew? And so we have a little bit of crazy side, and then you guys, like, always flirt with each other. It's great.
oh my god, no, that man.
Oh, he's awesome. Like, actually meeting him was awesome.
Dude, how was that, by the way? Like, I saw your clip nail for like, oh, I'm live, and I was like, wait a minute, is he? That's not the right username. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, it was a fun time. He's gonna be coming back, and we're gonna spend more time together. But the first time it was just sudden, and I had work the next day, and he got here late, so it didn't really like work out. We just drove around, hung out for a little bit. It was a good time. But yes, later links. First things first, because I start every interview out as is anything that I say, which probably won't, because you're open like crazy, and like,
oh yeah.
If it bothers you, incriminates you, or you know this one. You don't have to answer the damn question. But I'm gonna catch up on chat before I ask the next one, because I didn't even fucking see all this yet. Bone head, what's up, Links? Yeah, if I'm not dead tired later, I'm definitely gonna play anyway. But yes, then I thought that said official butt plug. But anyway, official we pull out gang. Hello. What's up, Obi-Wan? Lex Devon, what is up? I can see my chat on screen. Yes, you can. And so when people rewatch the YouTube or the interview on the YouTube channel, they could actually view it. Fucking Optimus Prime, my brother. What are you up to, my man? Actually proud of you. Thank you very much. Hello, how are you? Awesome. There's just a lot of love. Not a nerd, I'm a psychopath, and hell is just this. Kaji with the hype, Obi-Wan. Dungeon Turtle, sweet Kaji. Sombra, what ups? Hi! And then Crazy Z8. Hi, Kaji.
Hello, guys. Also, Dungeon Turtle, I know you from commenting on my videos. Hi.
Nice. And Links, art sounds good. Fucker. And it's me, sexy one. Hell yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Hello, Hellcat. How are they?
I know, right? You send like those risque pictures to each other.
Scandalous, so scandalous.
Scandalous ones. All right, now for the first question I actually ask everyone: who is Kajishutoart outside of like the content creation, behind the makeup and personas and the badass fucking picture above your head that I'm sure everyone's just like drooling over, like
Oh yeah, I drool over myself every now and then too. That picture in particular was taken at Florida Renaissance Festival this year, actually, by an amazing photographer friend named Minale, and she captured some stunning photos of me as I was working at the Coin Mint. Because I work the Renaissance festivals. I do 3 of them. Yeah, I have to think about that for a minute. I work Florida Renaissance Festival. I work as a vendor at the Coin Mint, where we stamp and make coins. I work as a security guard. Well, I guess this enters into who Kajishuto is. I work as 2 security guards for Brevard and Camelot days.
Camera lattes? What the hell's a camera latte?
Camelot. Sorry, my fangs make me slur a little bit.
Camelot. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense. Knights of the Round. You got that. You got King Arthur. You got the Sword in the Stone type shit. So the Renaissance Fair. What made you go to the Renaissance Fair in the first place?
That's actually a funny story. One of my exes, he worked at a leather booth, and he invited me to meet up with him for the first time at the fair. It was an open place. We met online, so it was very more safety with other people there. So I went, and we hit it off at the time. No longer seeing him, thank God. But I digress. And I met a man named Jonesy. I went to another one called Flarf. We hit it off every now and then. Then he actually messaged me. He's like, "Hey, Kaji, do you want to work for my security team?" And at the time, mind you, I'm anxiety ridden now. I was 10 million times worse back then. So I literally looked at the message, texted him, "Did you text the wrong person?" And he's like, "No, I wanted you." And I'm like, "All right, bet." And that was my first year ever working fair, and I jumped right into security, which was something else beyond all belief. But I made family there. Honestly, some of the best people that I would consider my brothers and sisters and aunts, uncles, and family in general is from the fair.
I know, right?
So that's kind of a random thing.
Isn't that amazing how you actually do something that is something you love, and you somehow meet these awesome like-minded people that turn into your family, like in a weird way? Like, how does that even work?
I don't know, but I see Sombra, whatever. Hello, my love.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on your chat through my computer. And seeing
good.
myself lag behind is so weird, but
yes.
So it really, really is, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. Honestly, if I could have started fair sooner, I would have.
Nice. Yeah, we get the Bristol's Renaissance Fair up here in between when summer starts. I forgot when, all the way to Labor Day. And we've gone a good handful of times. Never dressed up or anything. I mean, we go sometime in our OCs. That would be fun.
Oh God, be careful. The heat is such a bitch. I remember one time going in full face paint for an old Undertale cosplay, ripped that thing, thank God. Where I had full face paint, it was hell. I was sweating balls that day.
Oh, I know. I deliver mail, so I'm outside in the heat all day. Like,
oh God.
Yeah, it's not fun. And Blood Vixen's like, "Kaji!"
Hi, Blood.
And then Lynx, or not Lynx, but Hellcat's like, "She can have any pick she wants from me. All I need is cake in return."
You know you got that cake. You know.
God, you all three of you, all three. Wait, probably four if we're talking about Devil's oldest daughter. There we go.
Yes.
Callie. Like Callie. You four, man. I'm just like, whatever. Have fun. So. You do crafting, and you've made the perler that's back there.
Yes, I did. Yeah, you need to frame it still.
Yeah, I need a fucking frame. I haven't had time. I haven't had time. You know, like, I made that website, and it took me 20 hours to get to where it's at. And
I still need to look at it. Oops.
It's all good. I'll remember that when you ask me to do something.
Listen, fine, that's fair. Fuck you, but that's fair.
I dress up. What are you talking about? Cosplay. The fuck? That's dressing up. Whatever. Anyway, so what got you into like the Renaissance Fair and even being Norse pagan?
Mm-hmm. Actually, fun fact: I was heavy duty Christian for 19 years of my life. Went to youth groups, went to the choir. I worked in I went on a mission retreat. I was very active. And then when I moved to Florida, I realized, cool, I don't have to do this anymore. And I just stopped going. And because for the longest time, I did it just to do it. Like my stepdad's a priest. My mom and my dad are very Christian. And so I was just like, that's where I was raised. But when I went to the fair, it felt so empty doing it. So when I went to fair and I learned more about the gods and such, I was immediately just like, I want to look into this. And paganism has always been something that, like, in the subtlety background, I wanted to look into, but I never did because of, well, you know, Christian upbringing. And my dad was always teaching me about spirituality and being open, so he kind of opened that door. But when I went to fair and I learned about Norse paganism and like the different paganism sides, I was just like, yes, this is something I want to explore. I got my first tarot deck. I really explored through there, and I didn't realize I was going to follow the Norse path for a little bit because I wasn't sure I wanted to, if I even had a deity, even though I was blind as fuck, didn't see Loki trying to reach out to me for God knows how many years. Flaming cake, yes.
Flaming cake, Odeth.
Odeth.
You always forget the Odeth.
Yes, flaming cake, Odeth. You have to have the Odeth. Yes. But so when I finally, my buddy actually at D&D one night, he is an Odinist. He handed me my first hammer and was like, I think you needed this. I looked at it and tears came to my eyes, and it felt like hugging an old friend, if that makes any sense. And at the time I looked at it, and because I had been looking into the different things, and the first word that came to mind was Fenris. So I thought I was a Fenris follower, but he's not really my deity. He's more of just someone I look to when I need a little oomph. But okay. Loki is definitely my deity as well. And then I found out I'm also following in the Greek pantheon with Dionysus.
Interesting. So how does all that work and flow together?
For me, it's definitely a lot of using them to help me when they're working through them. For my personal experience, it's different for everybody, has always been trying to learn to see and hear more, not like physically, but more of like divination and seeing things clearly, because I'm anxiety ridden, so like I'm constantly overthinking. So when I do tarot, honestly, it feels like a center for me. So I do a lot of readings for my friends, and I've actually, as weird as this sounds, Links, why are you linking me? But as weird as it sounds, I've actually helped a couple of my friends talk to their past relatives through the deck. Like, I'll think of something and I'll say it, and they'll, like, my one friend, Red, I talked to him about a reading, and I said something, I don't remember what it was, but he looked at me, tears in his eyes, and said, I'm fucking done, and walked out. And I asked him, like, later after he's had a cigarette, I'm like, are you okay? He says, I don't know what you did, but don't do it again. And I was like, what'd I do? He said, that was something my grandfather said. And I'm just like, so that was something I've done with divination, and definitely seeing with Loki and Dionysus is a lot of learning more about myself, accepting myself, being more open with other things, and exploring, basically. So I'm going on a tangent there.
No, you're good. You were good there. So interesting. So it's like a combination of how you feel and what you relate to, and just what you, it's more of a feeling type thing, like what you mostly can like relate to physically, and what's the other one, metaphysically, right?
Yes, for me, a lot of people will like get different things. It's different for everybody. One friend gets meditation stuff, another friend works more with crystals. My personal experience has been with images. I'm a writer, so a lot of my stuff is basically like when you read a book, you see the picture in your head, like you just know the words are there. That's how mine works when I'm like meditating, where I'm doing massage and energy work and stuff like that. And just, I call myself a healer, a jack of all trades. I'm a divination user. I work with fire, burn things, basically.
Okay, hold on. What is up with my chat lately with being pyromaniacs? Seriously, like, I got someone in chat burnt the building down. Someone in
chat. They did get hired to do that. Gotta remember, they got hired.
Yes, they got hired for that one. But I don't need to frickin' say details. It's just interesting. Someone threw a propane tank on a bonfire and burnt down a bridge.
I got no excuse for that one.
I don't care. That's just hilarious. Oh, wait, no. Okay, fair. You say you have no excuse. And then there's just so many other ones. It's just like, what the... Like, why?
I've always loved fire. Staring into candles has been... Yes. And bonfires are my favorite thing. Like, whenever we're at fair, at Brevard, we always have a bonfire night. Where we like this huge, giant bonfire. We all roast marshmallows. We do a drum circle. I once stared into it for like 10 minutes, and my buddy poked me like, "Hey, Kaj, you okay?" And I'm like, "Huh, what?"
Not you, Lynx.
You were so done.
Lynx. Don't forget the gas truck I blew up by accident. Okay, I guess like we should have like, tell me your, like on chat one night together, tell me your best fire stories. Not you. I'm talking about chat. Not you. Okay. That's totally different. So, you're into you're Norse pagan with some Greek pantheon, right?
Yes.
Okay. You love the fair. You love TikTok. Now, why did you download TikTok in the first place?
I first downloaded TikTok because a couple of my friends had it. And I dropped it, and then I picked it up again as Kajishutoart. Because I lost my other account and I recently found it, and I hope to God that never comes up again. But I started it just honestly when I started picking it back up again was a relaxer. To this day, it's still something to relax me. Because I don't do it for followers. I don't do it for fame. I don't do it to make content. I do it for myself. I do it to express myself with makeup, express my stories, have a place to just, when I get energy and want to do something, put it out there and just have fun. So TikTok was my outlet, you could say.
Your escape from reality in a sense, or your escape to gather your thoughts and put you back in, like, you're just your escape, like from anything.
Exactly. Source is actually one of those characters I created on a major needing to vent day. He didn't plan to have a story or anything. He was just something I wanted to put on, something intense, something masculine, something just that I could express with. And I built with it, and now he has a full-on story.
Chat, you guys just talk among yourselves, okay? Those are some good stories, though. Have fun. Interesting.
Water on fire?
Yes. I'm done with chat right now. You guys can keep playing with Primal leveled a town or like a house. Boomer got paid someone $100 to throw a brick at someone's arm. I mean, this chat is...
$10 to call someone a dirty slut.
That's okay. I would do that without even getting paid. Hey, go let that person say this and see what happens.
I'll fucking call out River right now. I'll call her out if she's in this chat. I don't think she is, but I'll call out River.
Oh, that was River?
Yes.
Okay.
It's River.
Okay, fair
It was meant
enough.
to be a joke, but then she gave me then she cash apps me like $2, and I'm like, well, fuck, now I have to do this.
Nice. River, the first time I met River, she really threw me off because I just did not understand, like, who is, like, this person's, like, aura. It took me a couple nights. I'm like, okay, you're actually really cool, just you. So, you downloaded TikTok for pretty much essentially therapy. Now, how did you come up with like the creative side for your like little mini movies? Because when you entered in the contest, you actually won the contest.
I did, and that was something beyond belief that I did not think I would.
I mean, I got a question for you. Did you promote it anywhere?
A couple places, not very many, but a couple, like 2, because I didn't want to like spam my friends list with it. But I did put it in 2 chats, my RP group, and then I think once to Facebook, but it didn't get any views. I got a couple of comments. So I didn't think anyone ever saw it, but apparently they did, because tons of views and likes, and I still am mind blown that I got a chance to meet you with this and join a family.
Yeah, because like
I consider you guys family.
I do too. Like you, Wolf, Hellcat, Callie. I don't know as much. Even like Crazy Blue Eyes, Lynx, Fulmer. I mean, almost everyone in chat. Norse Vixen, freaking Primal. I mean, I still know you very well yet, but I do know you, and I like. Just meetings, I love this. Just meeting so many people, and I'm glad you entered the contest because yours was so interesting. Like I remember, didn't I have to push you? And like you're like, hold up.
Yes. Yeah, because I was having a lot of difficulties getting that video out, and I was like, listen, I'm just gonna drop it. I don't want to press the date anymore. And you were like, hold up, bitch, I got you.
Yes, that's how I work. If you communicate with me, it works. If you do the silence thing, you never come back in that door.
Exactly.
Damn, Fulmer and Lynx at the same time. Fuck you.
I'll dab with you. Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Ugh. Oh my god. Yes.
I did the art too. I did not plan that at all.
Yes. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. So, like I said, I told you don't have to be nervous. It's just gonna be like a hangout session.
This is basically adult hours after, well, with everybody in chat and not in chat.
And I'm not go to bed harps.
You're not, and you're not being hooker either.
I only get pissed off at that game when someone else brings the killer to me. Like, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna run this way. Oh, bye. Hi, friend. I'm gonna keep running. And then they get me. Yeah. Wait.
No, we're not getting Kaji to growl. No.
Harps is always always hooker. Oh my god. Okay. So,
It's the killer.
What other hobbies do you do?
Besides a major jack of all trades with crafting, let's see, I was learning, let me go off like a little bit with some of them. Obviously, Perler is one of my big ones. I'm very much happy with that. I love doing it. I do some cross stitch. I sew minorly. I actually, fun fact, started chainmail. Never went anywhere with that, but I do know how to do the basics of it. I'm learning how to make bands first, then I'm going to go to try and do bags. I used to draw when I was younger, but I'm a writer as well. So, writer and RPer, so.
What else don't you do?
That's a good question. What don't I do? Literally, what don't I do? That's a better question.
Yeah, like, it's like nothing you don't do. I mean, because I'm pretty sure you did those arts behind you, all of them.
No, I didn't do these. Actually, these are prints that I got.
False advertisement.
False advertisement.
I'm just kidding.
But I don't draw anymore. I never really got farther than basics, and I always hated my art. But
okay,
that's
it was
just
one
me.
of. Well, I mean, that's natural. Like, every time you put out something or you have like me, I have an interview, I watch a few things, like, ooh, that sounded bad. But then at the same point, it's like, not really, because it was fun, and I don't care, because each time I do one of these, it gets better. But that's the thing. You're always going to be your own worst critic. Credit, yes. You're going to always be your own worst critic. I mean, that does kind of make sense in a weird, fucked up way. Because you cause your own credit score. Go figure.
We do.
Anyway, yeah.
Something.
So, okay. So you do a lot of perlers. I see you showing like random stuff. You did the one you made for my birthday, which is just fucking badass. I need to get a frame for that. I definitely do. And what got you into just Perler specifically?
Honestly, I have no idea why I just suddenly was like, I'm gonna fucking Perler. Let's just fucking go.
You're gonna fuck a Perler. Okay.
Let's just fucking go. I'm gonna do it. I have no idea why I started picking it up. I just did. I picked up a couple of random bags of colors. I got a couple boards, and I started making things. One of the first couple that I made, I no longer have, except for one that my dad has in his room, and he constantly is saying, like, Kaji, I've got it in my room guarding my door because he's a weirdo. But anyway, and I remember the first big piece that I made, because I was making smaller pieces, tons of them, and I was learning and ruining quite a few boards before I learned the tape technique. And I remember the reason I had to learn the tape technique is because I remember my first piece was a giant portrait square, like fully squared, fully in, of what's his name? I don't fucking don't remember. It's from Tokyo Ghoul, not Kaneki, the white-haired dude with the red scar tape thing on him. I made him a headpiece of him like holding the scythe. I didn't know the tape technique, so I tried ironing it. And if you don't know how Perler works, is you iron it and it slowly cools and peels off the board. And if you don't have everything taped down, held down, you're going to break your things. You're not going to get all the things together. So I wasted an entire project to do that. And I learned how to do a lot from it. So that was one of my first failures and learning curves that allowed me to make huge projects.
Of the Perler, as the Perler experience.
Yeah. Yes.
No, you talking is fine. Explaining thoroughly is fine.
I know, but like you're asking how I started, then we started there, then we suddenly went into a failed first project.
No, that's fine because like you started. That's perfect because you're answering like a follow-up question at the same time, so it's perfect. Like, don't worry about that. Jeez, just go with the flow.
I am.
Oh, these people are so sorry about themselves. Damn. So now
I'm shaking my computer.
Why the fuck do you like guys like Among Us so much? Actually, let me ask you directly. Why do you like Among Us so much? Because it was when we were playing. That was the first and only time I played, and I was ready to fall asleep.
I like meticulous things. With Among Us, it's for me an adrenaline rusher subtly, because it's not overwhelming. It's very just like, I gotta get here, gotta get here, gotta get here. Fuck, they're following me. Why the fuck are they following me? But then also it's a lot of trying to read people and learning to lie. Because
hold up, one sec. Tell her if she keeps apologizing during the interview, our present rule still stands.
Touche, you got me there.
Okay, so continue. Run, don't die.
Run around, don't die, and seeing people, and then trying to, when you're in the imposter, whenever I get to be the imposter, Diggleberg meme here, you really learn how to speak in ways that are, I guess, manipulative, but it's more fun because you really learn people through them. I see a King of Ashes lurking.
Yeah, King of Ashes is actually lurking. This mofo shows up. What up, my man? Red is sus. Oh my god.
Red is so sus.
I don't. I played that. I literally was falling asleep because like those kind of like little mini games I played on a 3.5 floppy disk when I was like a freaking kid, and I figured out how to crack that game and skip levels, and no one else could. And I'm like, I just pressed buttons. I figured it out. They're like, yeah, I always been a computer like whiz. I could figure shit out like that. But yeah, that's why that game I'm just like, oh my god, this is so boring. But I could see like at the same time, Harps just has experience with games for a very long time. Hence why he's better than you. Even though I might be old, but I'm better than you.
Kaji, did you see my comment on who you were talking about? I don't think so. I didn't see it. Hold on. Oh, it's up there. Oh, Juzo, yes, Juzo. That's who it was, Juzo. Thank you. That was gonna bug the fuck out of me.
Cause you're old. Cause you old. Oh my god, fuck all of you.
By the way,
but I love all of you. But by the way,
I forgot my train of thought. Literally 2 seconds into having it, I forgot. Never mind. Let's keep going. It's like
yep.
immediately got hit by the fucking idiot.
Back you. All right, Wolf. I was playing nice. I even called you king, asshole.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know. It's probably, but the thing is, I don't think it's 3 by 5. It might be 1 by like half.
All right. So, any other questions for me that you got?
Oh, I don't know. We're just having a good time now. Okay.
Because I could go for hours on further.
We both could.
But I know we got plenty of questions.
Hate Among Us. So, okay, you've done duets in TikTok. I'm pretty sure you heard this one. What's your favorite like 5 duets you've done and received? I
don't get duetted very often, actually. It's very rare that I do, honestly. And I think I just smeared my red. Anyway.
No, you didn't.
One of my favorites that I did that never got posted because TikTok deleted it by accident in my drafts, because TikTok's dumb sometimes, was a super heavily edited from, I am blanking on his name now, but Jester Oxide. He is a really interesting cosplayer. He does a lot of like kind of his own take on Alice in Wonderland, which is one of the reasons I followed him, was his Hatter cosplay, which is completely not at all like the Mad Hatter, but it's there too. So he did this one where it had like different edits. It took me like 40 minutes to get the edits down, and then my phone started ringing. I tried to hit decline and I hit answer, and then when I went back to the video, it wasn't there, and I was like, well, I'm getting out of cosplay now. But it was super. It took me 40 minutes to even get half of it. It was one of my favorites that I had done. But another one, oh man, I'm trying to think of some of the duets that I've done. I don't duet very often. I really need to. I really need to duet some more. I can't think. Like, honestly, I can't think of many off the top of my head.
Blood has a lot of videos you could duet. And she also has a question. Yeah, no, she does. Blood Vixen, question. Where did you get your contacts?
These one in particular, I was expecting someone to ask about them, actually. I have a collection of contacts. To give you a rough idea of how many contacts I have, I went through a 10-ounce bottle of contact solution, replacing, washing, and refilling my contacts, and I didn't even get through all of them. I still had a good handful of cases. Links, do it. Duet me. But these ones in particular, I actually got... Just do it!
There we go. There's the energy. I need that.
Do it! These ones I got from as I like to call him, my contact dealer. His name's Mr. Geo Creature on Instagram. He constantly has Scalera deals, because he has a contact company that he works with, and he gets custom stuff all the time. So these ones I got from him, and I actually have quite a few from him. I have a couple of mini Scaleras. I've got 2 pairs of black. I've got a full red. I also have a full dragon kind of style with red and black mix that he actually designed himself. I've got some blue minis. I've got 2 different types of yellows. I've got tons of reds. Mesh contacts are my personal favorite. I've got at least 5 different types of mesh contacts: blue, pink, green, 2 types of red, a yellow, and a white. So I've got 6 types of mesh contact, to be exact.
And you got this from your contact guy, right?
Yeah. Some of them I got from another site called Uniqueso. It is a wonderful contact site. They have prescription contacts as well. They go up to like 7. When I was blind, because fun fact, I got LASIK surgery, so I actually don't need contacts anymore.
Oh, nice.
Because I wore glasses from like 1st grade up to like literally 2 or 3 years ago.
Ice cream? Primal, you say some of the weirdest shit. I thought Lynx was interesting with his stuff that he says. But just ice cream out of nowhere? I don't get it, do you?
I don't know, but I want ice cream now.
I know,
cream,
right?
I mean, ice cream.
What is it? The Dragon Tail Tellers. Kaji, you're doing awesome.
Thank you.
Ear twitches. Wait. Ear twitches. What kind of ice cream? Wait, fancy ass. We are being fat asses. Eating ice cream and watching this. Oh, mint chocolate chip. I guess. I don't know.
That's Sombra's favorite. I know that's your favorite. You got that at Jackson's last time we were there. We went to an ice cream party, me and her. She's actually from my D&D group, and we hang out all the time. One of my favorite campaigns that I'm with her, I dubbed it Horny D&D, with my fawn character Lennox and her half dragon Anu. They get into so much bullshit.
Wow, hilarious.
I could talk your ear off about
D&D. You can. So, where shall we go with this one? Because we're just like kind of hanging out at this point, and like so we're like reading chat. Like, you guys are fucking crazy, but awesome.
If y'all have questions, feel free. Because
ask goddamn questions.
I'm gonna take Harp's job over here. Ask me questions, love, guys. Every one of y'all, ask me questions. I know some of y'all thirsty asses want questions.
No, they're not thirsty for questions though. They're thirsty for other stuff. That's the problem.
I will stand up.
And we can't do this on Twitch. That's the other issue.
I will show this cake.
Not now.
Okay.
Not on Twitch. Okay, so, all right. What is like your guilty pleasure?
What is my guilty pleasure? Oh God. First thing that popped into mind right away, for some godforsaken reason, was food, and specifically chocolate lava cake with whipped cream and hot vanilla ice cream with caramel. For some stupid reason.
That sounds like a sugar rush and a half with an instant crash.
Oh, it was insane when I had it, and that's like my food crack that popped into my head immediately. Though another guilty pleasure of mine is gonna sound really fucking stupid. Like, it's gonna sound really weird. Really weird. When I like to unwind when I'm watching Netflix, I grind eggshells. And I also grind salt for my spell work and such, because eggshell is good as a spell booster. So I literally just have eggshells that I've washed and baked, keep them in a pile, and whenever I want, I just crush them up and I grind them into a powder. I have a jar. It's like this big. It's like that way full of powdered eggshell.
Really?
So if anyone needs eggshell, I got you.
Okay. All right. What else can we do with that eggshell?
Eggshell is good as far. I'm a very novice. Vixen's probably gonna yell at me if I get anything wrong.
Why won't she yell at people?
Right?
Both Vixens in general.
But eggshell, how I use it is for to boost my spell work, and I mix it with salt. To put on, I'm actually needing to do this, is put it on my windowsills to just keep some bad energy out.
Okay, fair enough. So, like, you just pick random stuff to do and just do it, right?
Pretty much. I am very much, I have to be constantly moving because of, like, I have ADHD and I hate sitting still. Like, I'm Italian. I've constantly been talking with my hands. Because just like sitting still and not moving, it's a trap for me. Like I'm like, my brain will go, what's over there? What's over there? Oh my God, we did this. Remember that thing you did like 9 years ago with no context? We're going to think on that right now. And
Yep. I know that. Shit, if like I'm not focused on like a screen of some sort, yes, that's what happens.
And that's why a lot of my hobbies are super meticulous. Hurler is placing individual beads on a pegboard, checking a pattern, recounting that pattern, checking your colors. Takes literally hours upon hours to fill in like a board or two. And it's great. I love it. I absolutely adore it. It's so much fun to me, but other people look at me like I'm fucking insane. And I'm like, yes, I am insane, but that's besides the point. I have legal certification of this, but I digress.
I have legal certification that I am insane. So please bear with me while I get through this train of trying to be sanity or sanitized or have sanity. There we go.
There's a reason the Cheshire Cat is tattooed on over my heart, is because there is no such thing as normal. Fuck normality. My normal is your normal. I will die on this. I will literally go on rants about fuck normality and trying to change someone to be what you think is normal. I am very much, that is a very heavy trigger topic for me, and I will talk your ear off.
No, I totally agree though with that. There's always like normalities within everything, and everyone does something that someone else does. But always still be yourself. Like, you can't be everyone and everything, or I mean, like, you can't just be. Yeah, you just don't be like everyone else. Where it's like, I'm going to have a car, and do work a 9-to-5 job every day.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like, that's what a lot of people have to do, but I strive for everyone to. That if you have something you love, want to do, find a way to make money doing it. You'll be a lot happier.
Exactly.
You might have to start with nothing, but yeah. And why do the Vixens want to team up on me? What the fuck did I do?
Also, real quick,
no, you're grounded.
Hold on.
No, you're grounded.
Fuck you.
You're grounded.
You're not my real dad.
You're grounded.
You're not my real dad.
Okay. Wait, where's that train at? You see the train?
It's over there. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Did it get derailed?
Crazy cat boobs. Not yet. I'm still on the Cheshire Cat. I have the Mad Hatter as well, and it's not crazy cat boobs. It's the Mad Kitty Titties. Thank you very much. Get it right.
Mad cat titties. Oh my god.
Mad Kitty Titties. It has to be the kitty titties.
Okay, Mad Kitty Titties. That's fucking awesome. Now, if someone actually gave out bits right at that point, that would have been awesome.
Right.
That would have been perfect. Yep. Oh my god, that's cool. I would say you could show them, but you can't. That's too much for Twitch. No, it's too much for Twitch.
Okay,
Twitch is like fucking weird now. Don't ask. Guys can't have their shirt off.
Scandalous.
And guys can't have their shirt off. Thank you for the titties. Crazy with the thank you for the titties. Yes.
Yes.
Can we rewind time?
All right, let me try that again. The Mad Kitty Titties. Thank you for the titties.
Oh shit! All right. So the costume that's above your head right now, that is from the Ren Fair. Where did you get that idea from?
Honestly, not even gonna lie, I threw it together. That is my bodice. It is a suede leather, real suede leather.
Thank you for those titties.
Black bodice with tailcoat, actually. It's got little rings on it that you can like corset up. And the bunny that is attached to me was given to me by my friend Isaac. The hat, because at the fair, normally I go hatless or I have a scarf. That's what I wore the year before that. But my booth had a new rule that we have to wear some type of headwear. So I scoured Etsy, different stores to find a hat that I liked. I finally found this one with a nice little hat pin on it. I was debating on wearing that actually, but I figured with my headphones I would wear Saurus, and it looks crazier. And so the booth next to me with my friend Erica, she sells horns and wings.
She sells horns and wings, and she flew away and went bye-bye. What the? Why every time I do one of these, I have a technical difficulty?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Discord.
No. This is what happened. You had horns and wings, and then you flew away. You went a bye-bye. You did a let's go.
So Discord sometimes randomly will do that. It just like fucking shits itself. I have no idea why. It's like, nope, you've been on video too long. Fuck off.
That's weird.
And it's done that. So as I was saying, horns and wings. I borrowed the red ones from her, and I didn't buy them, and I regret not buying them from her. I bought blue and white ones. So I also had that scarf. I can't find that particular one, and it pisses me off beyond no belief because that was actually something I bought from my boss Lorelai during security at her mom's booth, and I have yet to find one like it. I bought another one, but it's not as rough material. I like the heavier material. It's more of a silk, but whatever. Then I had the jingle skirt from my first year at fair, and I stole the pants actually from my friend Malik, and the shirt I also stole from him. I bought another one, but it's not short sleeve, it's long sleeve and more effeminate. Okay. So when fair comes around, I'm buying a red one like that.
Gotcha.
So literally threw that together that morning, and I just threw on some makeup quickly in the bathroom before Canon went off, and boom, done.
I've never had that happen where Discord does that. I never had that happen, but everyone else is like, yeah, I'm like...
It does it to me all the time, and it fucking sucks. It's a piece of garbage.
I mean, I've had where I can't hear someone, or it's like laggy or something, but never that. And that's freaking insane. You came up with that, just like, let's go.
Pretty much, and also...
You and Blood would be like fucking crazy with ideas. I know that for a fact.
That character is actually, then after that day, I created a character line story for him. Or, excuse me, them. Because they're actually, that's for more of my non-binary days that I wear them. It's a more masculinity look, so I call it a them, he. Okay. It's pronounced, the persona is Carl. That is a running joke for my old name. But I kept the name Carl for that character, Carrul. And they are a pirate that actually originally was going to be for a pirate group that I was a part of, but because of Psycho Person, I no longer want to be associated with that group. So Carl is now just a floating pirate that I rewrote their story for, and I'm going to be hopefully adding them to another friend of mine, Kelly Rose on TikTok. Her pirate crew of the Black Rose. So Carl's finally gonna have a crew again.
Very nice. So what's the plan with the crew?
Honestly, not sure what they're gonna do. I definitely have to plot more with Kelly about it, but I want Carl to basically, their class is Rogue, Swashbuckler in D&D, because I know Lynx or somebody had asked about favorite classes in D&D. I saw that earlier. My favorite class going into with Carl is actually Rogue. They are my favorite class to play. I have a bunch of Rogue mains. One of my favorite characters is Sho, who one day I want to do so badly. It's just going to be a bitch and a half to do because he is covered in scars from the body down. And he has one long scar right here. His story I wrote actually when I was in high school and has slowly been evolving ever since. But his basic story is not to get too much into it because I don't want to trigger anyone. Family issues, mother was bipolar, escaped one night, rogue old gentleman found him, taught him how to be a rogue, he escaped, there was a tussle, cut his cheek with a glass bottle, and now he has been featured on Move in a couple of years, about 2 years. He's been adopted by a red pyromancer dragonborn named Kaz in Megaro. And also he's been adopted by a death monk orc named Durog, who are played by my two friends. So I definitely like rogues the most. He's an arcane trickster. I'm trying to branch out. So right now I'm in 3 campaigns where I'm playing a cleric, a druid, and a monk.
Huh. So, how the hell do you come up with all these stories?
Honestly, I've always been able to create short stories, and I have not played... Well, actually, no, I am playing a paladin. You're right, Sombra. In another campaign, I'm playing a paladin. I forgot about her.
No, you say you write short stories. Have you published any?
That was actually going to be one of my fun facts at the end of the thing that not many people know about, but yes.
Oh, so I dug it out, huh?
Yes, you did.
Damn.
I have been published once when I was in high school in a book. It was one of my first ever short stories that I ever wrote. It was called The Blackbird Story. It was based off of a picture prompt that my teacher in writing class had given us. And that unlocked the writing bug in me. Ever since then, I've loved writing short stories. I've loved creating things. Literally, you give me 3 facts and I could write a character from it right now.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
not even kidding you. Give me like 2 minutes and I'll have the entire thing written. But, and so with that story, The Blackbird Story, built using the brain that's how.
Fuck you,
I love
Blood.
you, Blood. I love you, Blood. Blood,
I know, right?
Blood.
Blood.
Blah, blah.
Blood. Blah, blah, blah. I don't say blah, blah, blah. That movie was so good.
Yeah. So with the Blackbird Story, it was just a short story. Rough just about it was this kid wakes up because he had in front of a tree, or actually you see him crying in front of a tree, and it flashes back to him having a fight with his brother, and he ran to the park where the tree was because that's where they used to hang out all the time. He'd fallen asleep. He runs back to the house, sees a bunch of fire trucks and police cars, learns that his brother had actually died in that fire, and then while he was asleep, and then he's like, no, it's not true, runs back to the tree, startling a bunch of blackbirds, and you see them flying off as the kid is looking over the city.
Wow, that's pretty fucking epic. And how old were you?
15, 16?
Damn, that's pretty detailed and deep. No wonder you're the one who got published for that.
It was, looking back at it, I recently found that book and I reread it and I was like, ugh. But at the time, it was something great that I wrote, and it was definitely
it is great. It is great. It's just one of those where it's like, you could have rephrased words, you could have did a different pattern, and you could have like fine-tuned things, yes. But the fact that like you had that much imagery in a short story, it was like
really not even a page and a half. Too,
it was relatable. It was touching, emotional, and
it made my mom cry.
You can't forget it. Like, you remember the end. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's really good. Now, you write short stories. Have you ever decided to write a script?
Technically, the script that I wrote for that video that I made for the OC contest, going back to that, was technically a script. The story of it that I created was I wanted to do something creepy with the fawn. I made all of that music myself. I made the audio myself. I had one person help me, as was the rules allowing, because I wanted to get into the woods, and we got bitten up by flies. Because we were the original story actually was going to be out of cosplay in normal attire, this person walking through the woods, hence why the audio of "It'll Be Fine." And you see the person in the actual video flashing back to the fawn chasing them. But originally it was supposed to be a video of progressive of the fawn actually chasing me in the forest. And that last scene where the fawn jumps at them was going to be me tripping, turning around, scared, and then that video ends. So that's what that was originally going to be. But I like it how it came out with the storytelling of seeing it afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, it's at 21 viewers. It's fucking a lot of hype. Like, come on, let's go. Let's get as many people in here. Share it live, friends. Even though we're at the end, I'm about to play Apex soon. And everyone leaves when I play Apex. So. No, not everyone.
I don't.
I know. Well, you're a friend. You're awesome.
Thank you, love.
All right. We are getting close to an hour, but we can chill for a while.
I don't fucking care. It's been an hour.
Yeah, I know. But like, what is now? You got all this creativity, and you want to create stuff. How do you, or how are you going to make it a career?
I've asked by multiple people, and when I do my SFX makeup and my makeup and such, a lot of people push me to go into the makeup career, but honestly,
that doesn't seem like you.
I don't want to.
That does not seem like you.
No, it really
You
is.
seem more like imaginative, as in like writing stories, writing scripts. And I'm being serious though. Like you have like the skills to like craft and do stuff, but you seem like you're more imaginative. You like talking, you like expressing yourself, and
I
through a
do.
writing, you could actually express yourself.
I
So
used to write poetry as well, actually.
exactly, I was actually thinking about the Raven today at work. Nevermore. Um, don't know the words besides a few, but yes. So don't
Same.
yes, but you could why don't you try to do something with writing? Like you could actually sit there, you know how to make music, you
Yeah.
know how to make a cool you this is how you fucking could start and get like going with a career. Short YouTube videos, as in like movie
I
scenes.
actually, with a couple of friends, we are going to be starting up a stream where you saw them earlier, Dragon Tales,
Yes.
Tellers. That is one of our plans is to read short stories of scary stories later at night, different things, do one shots with D&D. And I asked them, like, I would love to get into writing again, and that would be a perfect bump for me. So I was gonna write a couple short stories and just read them off. Because I've been told I have a voice for a podcast for talking in audiobooks.
Oh, you do. That's why I suggested it. And like I know right off the bat, like when you said artifacts or makeup effects, I'm like, yeah, you might be good at it, but that does not
It's
seem.
not something I want
No,
to do.
no. Like you
It's,
could
it's
on the
I could
side.
easily,
Yeah.
but I just
Hey,
don't.
can you
I
do
don't
this for
want to.
me? You got $20? Yeah. Okay, let's go. See that's that kind of thing. Like I know how to do it, but I don't like doing it all the time. Oh, Hellcat, we know, and we
I
know what
love
would
you,
happen.
Hellcat.
The waterfall would start going. Huh, according to the chat up there, all my emotes. Oh, they're not broken. You have to be subbed to the channel to use them. Your gifted sub ran out.
Aw.
So with the writing stuff, you could do that in many different avenues. You could write a book, you could do audiobooks, you can do YouTube and make those little short videos. Like you could do some stuff and people will eat it up.
I actually am in the middle of because with all of my OCs, they have stories, they have intricate backgrounds, they have so much to them. They're more than just a person or a persona with a couple of snippets about them. I create worlds for these characters. I create stories. I create them as a creature. And I am actually in the middle of writing what I like to call a pet project that is KO's the Lost Journal of KO. It is a snippet. It's basically written with bold italics and different letters of like it's taken in this format of like you found this journal and the writer is just KO. And you see these case files and notes and details of different creatures, different beings,
Like a bestiary.
and you read the notes that this person left in it.
Like a bestiary, right?
Yes, basically.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
something that I'm working on. And I'm going to add short stories of the person interacting with them, how they found them, their first in like connections with both different people telling stories about their history and stuff like that. So it's going to put my writing into it, as well as it's going to be a never-ending project, honestly, because I have so many characters and I've put like 7 pages in and I've barely even finished the like 9 characters that are in there. And that's like probably more pages than that.
Fair enough. I mean, like, you have all these projects, and I think if you, like, focused on writing more so, you might actually be able to draw in a lot of people and be able to, like, get really far really quickly if you just able to
Sat
focus.
down and did it?
What's that?
Sat down and actually did it?
Yes. Because, like, me, I just don't have the time. Like, I'm working 6 days, I come home, it's like you saw, I texted you, I'm like, yeah, I just got home, I'm gonna shower, do this.
Yeah, and like
Nope.
I used to work 7 days a week, but I had to take a day off because I was actually going to lose my disability funding if I worked that many hours. So I had to keep under a certain paycheck limit. So I told them, I'm like, hey, I can't work a day. When can you take me off? So I now have my Saturdays back.
Yeah, I seriously would try to make that like a thing, because you would be happier just internally in general.
I really need to write more. And I used to write when I was a kid all the time. Like I had poetry books, I had journals. I'm a journal hoarder. I really am. And I love collecting journals. I love giving an excuse to get a new journal. I'm actually using my journals to pen pal with a couple of my friends just to get an excuse to write again.
You don't need an excuse to write again. Just write.
It's harder for my brain to just settle down and actually focus, because I don't know, just like my brain is so much like I have these thoughts, and I've stopped physically writing to keep up with my thoughts and on the computer, and just like I'll get like ADHD and be like, oh, let me check this real quick, when I just need to sit down, put some lo-fi on, and just write.
Yep. You need to get in the zone. That's like me when I'm trying to learn something. I'll get on this one thing, then I find out something else. I start learning that, then I go back to the other thing, start learning that, and I go back and forth, and then eventually I put them all together and I make something out of it.
Exactly.
Yes. It just takes time.
Exactly. Yes, let's go journal shopping.
With me, wiggles eyebrow. Oh my God, Hellcat. Where's Wolf of the Void?
Right? You'd be surprised. I thought he would be here for this.
Well, he's in Pittsburgh with Callie, so
he's probably, hot dogging.
I don't know about hot dogging. He might be laying down, tied up or something.
I was trying to be more innuendo with it. You were just flat out going with it.
I didn't say there was anything else going on. Just tied up, as in like he's busy.
Ooh. I didn't know you wrote music links.
Really? I didn't know that either. The fuck, bro? Dude.
That's awesome.
It is. He's with this girl, 100%. No, alright, let's get to, because I'll talk to you after this for a little bit, obviously. Let's get to the last 3 questions. Unless you, of course, Chad has been hanging out mostly. So, okay. If you got questions, go ahead and ask.
First one, please, guys, ask some questions. Otherwise, Harps, ask me the 3 questions.
Yes, first one. Is there any question I didn't get to ask you that you want to let people know?
I guess the history of my name for my username.
Kajishutoart?
Yes. Kajishutoart, the history behind it. Kaji is actually the name that I took. It is my name. It is definitely my name, but it started out as one of my first ever OCs. It was when I was younger. It was actually the name of my first ever roleplay character, and to this day, she has been my oldest one. I've kind of pushed her under the rug. She's got a lot of dust on her story that needs some brushing off, but her name was Kajishuto. Shuto, I took after NCIS Abby Shuto. She was my favorite character. I looked up to her, so I took her last name. I just spelled it differently. And art, originally when I started Instagram, I was an artist page. So I just put art at the end of it to give it a little bit more detail work. And now it's stuck. And for a long time at conventions, everyone just called me Kaji, and eventually when I changed my name, it was something that I've been used to, something that is just, it's me. Because Kaji translates in Japanese, because I'm a fucking weeb, to fire. If you Google translate it directly, it will say house, but it's actually the kanji used to spell it in the circumstance is describing a building or such that has been burnt in a fire, or is like been like burned down and being rebuilt. So me being a fiery person, since that is my element, I took the name Kaji as well, seeing it as I'm rebuilding myself into something that I want to be. So that is the history of Kajishutoart.
Wow, that's very interesting. It's nice running into someone else who has a name that has some sort of deep meaning to them. Like, it's not too many people have like a real deep meaning with their name. It's either, I just like those the play on words, or I like that. Yeah. Like, damn, that's cool. I like that one. Now, do you have any interesting facts about yourself besides the one that I got out of you?
I do. I've actually thought about this since like fire. I've been thinking about this ever since like I was wondering if you'd ever really interview me. And because I was like always.
I asked you, what's up, Popsicle? I asked you a while ago, and then you're like, okay, and then you never checked, and then like you finally got back to me.
Motherfucker, listen here.
Motherfucker.
Sit down.
Mofo. I am sitting down. What now, mofo?
Stand up and sit back down again.
Hell no, I'm lazy.
So, this was before you asked me, where I was nervous as hell around you, and I was like, gods, I remember when you you hit me up on Discord and like you introduced me. No, when Blood first messaged me, I literally stared at my phone for like a minute, and I was like, oh, they want me in their cosplay contest. Ah! And like I was freaking out. Then you messaged me and were talking to me, and I was like, oh my god. And when I remember saying, come on, get into voice chat with us, I felt my heart skip 4 beats. I was like terrified. I was like, oh my god, I gotta be so proper. So I remember jumping in your chat. I was like super polite, super dramatic. I was so fucking polite, and now I'm just like, fuck you.
Yes.
Suck my dick.
Right? Like, shit.
It was like a full 180 after I got, because like that's me. Like when I first joined someone, I'm like, and then I'm just like, and so I remember then just eventually relaxing and being able to talk, and just now look at us, we're shitting back and forth, shit posting.
I know,
and
right?
It's great. Some of our memes that I've sent to you guys have just broken you. I remember my one joke that I sent.
Come on, it took you how long to realize like cream-filled whole ass bakery?
Listen, motherfucker.
And I was adding the cream-filled, and you just didn't get it. Yeah. God damn it, Wolf! And he's like, what?
I'm not saying anything. I'm like, motherfucker, I know it's you, and you're like, I never expected
and I'm in the corner
you. Like, you I've always seen as like such a heavy, thick, bold quotation marks. Thick, bold quotation marks, like almost my cake level quotation mark thick. Innocent, pure and sweet. Never would I have expected you to slap on cream-filled whole-ass bakery, because it was amazing and I love it. And we were going back and forth changing it too.
Yes, that was great. But you have not really heard me when cameras are off. Oh my god, yes, you have not. Because usually when we're doing something, cameras are on, or I'm just like...
Exactly.
You know? And I did that when I was at work, so it was great.
And then I remember when you messaged me to be a mod, I was like, oh, he trusts. Big mistake on his part, but he trusts.
What was crazy is that there was an incident that happened. I don't know if anyone informed you on like why I started adding more mods. An incident happened. Actually. I'll tell you after. And it won't be details. So I'll tell you who was whatever. And I asked like the group that just got turned into mods, you guys care if I bring Kaji in? Because we all clicked. Like it was just that one night we all clicked. They're like, oh hell yeah, yes. Like everyone, it was unanimous. That's why I asked you, and then went think, and you're like, oh, hi everyone, friends. Wait, just like pudding.
And it was just like, it was like, hey guys, thank you for letting me be a mod. Oh, I love your Kaji. And I was like,
yes, because you're awesome. You're actually awesome. Man. So we got through those 2 questions.
Oh, fun fact about me that we never got to answer.
What's that?
Because I derailed.
Penis wrinkles.
Yes. No.
Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No. Yes.
My eyes have actually changed color 4 times in my life.
How the fuck does that even happen?
When I was born, they were blue. Then they were brown for a good chunk of my life. And they started to lighten into a hazel. And then now they're a very sharp green with flecks of brown in them. Yes.
How? That's interesting. Oh, I knew that one.
Well, Elka, you knew that one because we were in chat together and I was sharing. I had to share something personal, and because I was denying sharing the other thing. And anyway, it was a.
Oh, is that the one night she was too shy to share cake?
No, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. Now on to. Can we get an extra one? Extra on what?
An extra fun fact, I guess. Let me think. Okay, this is a fun one, actually.
Oh, here we go.
I hold a record at a climbing gym in Texas for the youngest rock climber to be allowed to climb in that gym and actually be a climber.
Huh.
I know how to rock climb, yes.
Can you still do it?
Yes. I'm just horribly out of shape, but I absolutely put me in a harness. I can have me a belayer, and once you tell me belay on, 100%, I will climb that wall. And my favorite part is rappelling down, which is odd because I have. Well, I guess you're going to get another fun fact. Well, I have 2 phobias. I am terrified of falling. I hate not touching the ground. Like, literally, I have to have hold of something. That's why, like, swimming is weird for me, but I'm a fish out of water sometimes. I have to have some sort of contact with earth of something.
Okay.
And second phobia, well, we all know my clown phobia, but that's a whole different story. But I actually have a massive trigger to being in a room that I cannot get out of. Like, it's not, I don't mean a locked room. I mean a 4x4 wall and if there's a door, it is slid into the wall so you can't get a handle grip. Like, any room like that where I have no access to get out, I am triggered by.
I think anyone would be triggered by that in a sense.
No, I will actually break down. Like, I cannot walk into a storage unit without my heart beating fast and adrenaline kicking in to get out.
Oh,
I cannot be.
I see what you're saying. Holy shit! Really? Okay.
Yeah, I will actually have a full-blown panic attack. Like, it's really bad, even in storage units. Like, it's really bad. It's not claustrophobia. It's literally the aspect of the room not being under my control to get in and out of.
Damn.
Like, if the door is locked, that is easy. I can break a door down. There's handles, there's way to lockpick. Windows can be broken, can be opened. But if a door has no way to handle grip or break down because there is no handle on the inside, I will break down. It is a weird phobia, but I do have one.
Huh. Yeah, that is. It's not weird. It's more interesting. It's intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that's very intriguing. So, okay, now the last question. I know you're probably gonna have a couple. You have any questions for me and Blood?
Yes, actually. I've got a couple actually. How did you 2 first meet?
High school.
What was your first interaction with each other is what I'm asking. Like, how did you really, like, click? Like, what was it that made you guys click together?
Chemistry class.
Gosh, even within 3 will make 10 of this. Really? So you really had good chemistry with each other?
Yes. No, there was some silly stuff going on. No, there really was in chemistry class. Yes. Yes, that was so freaking cheesy as fuck. But it's true. Oh my god. Yeah, we first met there. I liked her, but she was taken, so she hooked me up with her best friend. That didn't work out, and then Then like later on, she went to college and she came back, and then now we've been together ever since, pretty much. Ups and downs and all, but yes, we've been together. I'm surprised you're just laughing, Blood, instead of saying something. Like,
yeah, I've got puns for days at the Ren Fair that I work at. That's literally all I do all day is just make bad innuendo puns because we drop a giant hammer on coins. So my favorite thing to say is because we have contacts, we have sterling silver necklaces and chain like knotted rope necklaces as well that you can put coins on. So I'll tell people. Let me get into my voice real quick. Hello, lovelies. Come get smashed with me. We'll either chain you up or get naughty. Your decisions, not mine. Or we can bead you if you wish.
That voice change was badass.
Thank you.
So, that's right. In chemistry class, I was like so tired because like I've always been like that where I just don't get much sleep. I'm always working, doing shit. She actually used her keys and cut up and like gave me 2 like cuts, and they're scars. They've been scars for that long, over 16 years now.
That's insane, Blood.
Yes.
Really marking your territory, I see.
Yes. I mean, I'll remind me after this because I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Please do.
Yes. Damn, I forgot about those, babe. Holy shit. Until I look at them, I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, I have one really weird scar ever since I was a kid that I've had. It is so weird that it did this on my pinky.
Oh, pinky? I got one.
It's gonna sound real bad, but hear me out.
Okay.
My mom dropped hot coffee on me as a baby.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Oh hell no! We were late for my brother's something at church or whatever, and somebody bumped into her, and she poured scalding hot coffee on my arm,
God.
and she had to take me to the emergency room to make sure nothing happened. I was totally fine. Just this little nick on my pinky burned me. I was totally fine though. Like, yeah. That also, I have apparently a high tolerance to boiling temperatures because I'll wash dishes with like steam pouring off it and like be totally fine with it. I've poured boiling water onto my hand, looked at it, oh shit, washed my hand, and I was fine.
Damn. Someone stabbed me with a gutter, and that's why I got a scar on my pinky.
Oh shit, that's terrifying.
A gutter. Okay, let me explain the little story real quick. I found this huge ass stick on the ground, and I just picked it up and I chucked it, right? Tell me why this fucking branch ricochets off a fucking tree. Uh-oh, are we gonna lose you? Hold on.
No, we're good.
Ricochets off a fucking tree and then hits my friend. So magically, there's a fucking gutter nearby. He grabs it and like thrusts it at me, and I block it with my hand, but he cut my finger. And it has a scar of like, you know, the gutter, like how it's like got that weird like M slash like or like up and down. It has that. Yeah. It's still there. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Also,
because that was a deep cut. It was a deep cut. It like went straight to the bone, but
yeah, that's terrifying. What the fuck?
It was great. It was just like, what the fuck?
Also, Lynx, you've been shot? That is questionable at best.
He's gone through a lot of shit.
Lynx, I love you. Don't ever change.
Exactly. Like, he is awesome.
Pain
in my ass at times, but he is awesome. So, okay, you got any more questions for us?
What... I think I've asked this, but I'm not really sure if I've asked this for Blood, actually. This one's for Blood, mainly, but I think I've asked you once. What really... I know you can't answer with because you're awesome. You cannot answer with that. What really was like the thought process that you had when you saw my page, really decided to follow me, and decided that this person would be awesome to have in my cosplay contest? What was the thought process on that? Why did you find my page so intriguing?
I can answer partially for her too.
Blood, you can answer that one as well.
For Blood, I know it's because she instantly saw someone with actual creativity. I guarantee that's gonna be the answer. For me, you had really cool stuff. I mean, once I know someone and could talk to them, I could read through them. After I talk to them for a little bit, I can open them up. Like I had Luna and Mita Darling last night. A Luna Star Splitter, there we go. On the final hour. And they were nervous as fuck. And then towards like the third, fourth part, I'm like, can you guys just fucking loosen up? Have fun. And then they started having fun. I'm like, God damn it. Why did it take this long? But yeah, like that's why like, as soon as you said special makeup artist, I'm like, no, that's not you. And then and I didn't know you said reading, but then I put the reading into like the script that you made for your cosplay and then how you do other stuff. I'm like, you love doing that. You could see it because of how good you're at it, or good at it you are. Yes, you got it. And I saw your potential and creativity, and I'm drawn to that. She really is. Every person that she has approached and has given advice that actually has listened to said advice has grown or gotten better. Every time those people don't listen, they just, yeah.
I want to get more into transitions. I'm just nervous too, because like a lot of my videos are full body, so it's a lot harder for me to do transitions. I want to get more into getting close up of stuff, because a lot of my cosplays do have smaller details that are storyboard to it that no one ever notices. Like Soris has this necklace that is very just obsolete normally, but it actually has connection to his backstory. The handprints on his neck that you normally don't see have history to it as well. Small little things like that are just constantly built in. I love to create with, and I'm trying to get more and more into transition videos, as you've probably seen a lot of effects in my later ones, because it really pulls together the looks, and that's what I'm really finding a lot of fun. One day I hope to get as amazing as Blood.
You'll be fine. Just talk to her. She'll answer any questions.
Like, where to start is a good one. Like I know how to do the jumping effect and this one. Like I used to do that one really well a lot of the time. Because that used to be a huge fad when you did that one. I've done like 3 videos of it. It's one of my favorite ones to do. It's easy enough. And then it started moving into this one, and I was like, oh, that's a mood. And trying to walk in place is so annoying. I have not gotten comfortable.
What are you trying to ask with transitions, though?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do with transitions? Like, what are you trying to ask exactly?
A lot of them is where or how to approach starting with, like, what like do you need to focus on when doing the push ones, doing the grab? Like, what is a good area to remember to start, and like where should you end and stuff like that?
Think of it as this way. It's an optical illusion. So you're playing with the position of your body and the lens. So imagine layers of a painting, because I know you draw, or layers in a book and how things add up. Put that to where the transitions are. So you have your body like this. What should be the first thing that appears next? And just position
slightly above it and going backward.
Whatever it might be, depending on the transition. And then you also have to keep trying them until you get it, because you won't get it right away.
Definitely.
So it's like Blood still. Fuck both of you. You both are good at transitions.
Blood, I love you. I love you so much, but shut the fuck up. You are stunning. Creeper, I will personally make sure that Ghostface stabs you in the kidney 24 times.
You would like that, though.
I know. Shush. But you are stunningly. He'll be in the wrong mask. The wrong mask you don't like.
Ooh, yeah, that would,
You are amazing at transitions too. Your makeup is beautiful. The line work that you do has gotten so much cleaner over time, and I love it. fire. I've been told it's like talking to an explosion with me. Like I'll be from super just vibing, then suddenly pretty high, then just and then come right back down to normal.
This one, I lost count of hydrates that she's just done to me. Jesus Christ! She just every time I put it down, hydrate.
She's
every fucking time. No, I don't know anything about transitions, but it is an optical illusion. That's all it is making the other person who's watching tricking that you did something different when you really didn't. It's an illusion. So fuck off. Yes, I do need to go pee. Motherfuckers. I know you did. That's why I held it. That's why I fucking held it! Alright.
I'm gonna fucking cry, don't make me. Oh, my makeup's already starting to smear. Shush, stop it. Get some help.
Oh. I'm out!
You should turn off the hydrates.
I am right now.
Too late. Quickly, get them while you can.
No, they're gone now.
Damn, I was about to go get one myself.
Let's see, do I have any more? Yeah, I got one sip. There you go. Now no more hydrates, bitches. For tonight. Anyway, I don't know the last time you all freaking like nailed me with that. Like ding 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 ding
21 or 24 hydrates. 24. And I remember 24 hydrates. I told you need to make a new, whenever you get a new emote, you need to make one of him holding a cup or something, or like over his head, because the amount of thirst in this chat.
See, that is one that's on the back burner once I can unlock more emotes.
Yeah, I know.
I have to wait until I'm partner to unlock, and then it requires sub counts. Yeah.
You'll get there. I know.
I know I will eventually. Man, yeah, when you guys did that, I was just like, and blood. Yeah, it's position and timing. It's like the goal is, bitch, now I'm thirsty. Take some of this hydration for my bladder, damn it.
Ew, gross.
Not that. Oh yeah, that is gross. Never mind, wording wrong. All right, you take the camera, you put it in one spot, and it does not move. So you want something that's not gonna move at all. And then like, if you're only gonna do one transition, that's easy. But if you're gonna do multiple,
that's when it gets rough.
Yeah, because you gotta literally position yourself exactly how it was, and remember your body language, how your shirt was, the position of the chain, like literally everything. And do it. It's easier to have someone spot you.
I live alone.
But yeah, and closer to the camera is easier than farther.
Yeah.
Yes.
And a lot of my stuff is actually behind me. You probably recognize the...
Yep.
Yeah. What's funny, this is actually my kitchen/living area, because I live in a 1-1 condo.
Okay. Awesome.
So I move my kitchen table backwards. I move everything out of the way. I put my ring light up.
Japanese
I hold my phone. No, it's just a simple little. I wish I had that, but no. It's just a simple little brown table that folds in and out, but it's missing the bar to hold it so it could fold out longer. So I just keep it up, and I actually do a lot of my perler on it, and I'll get halfway done with the project. When my partner used to live with me before he moved out, because we were it just was too much for us to live together at the time. He would be like, Kaji, I want to eat breakfast, but your shit's all over the table. I would look him in the eye and be like, you fucking touch my shit, you lose your hand.
Fair enough.
Because if one bead is knocked out of place, you have to go back to the pattern, hope that you didn't misplace it, or if the thing gets knocked over, boom, you just lost 10 hours of work.
Yeah, you do your transition by yourselves. But I'm saying, like, if you have a spotter, it helps. What the fuck you talking about, blood? Shit. All right. Was it Lynx was asking? Have you seen his content before?
I haven't actually had a chance to look through your things. Definitely, my DMs are always open. So if you want to link me like 5 of your favorite videos that you've done, send them to me, and I will watch them 100%.
Yes.
So my DMs are always open. Feel free to message me. That goes for, I guess, well, anybody.
All right, now, last question. Do you have any more questions for us? 'Cause I know you could come up with so many questions. That's just how you are.
Oh yeah, 100%. But a lot of them that really have actually been answered through other interviews that I remember. But yeah, a lot of my questions I could think off the top of my head have been mainly answered. But this one's actually for Blood.
Okay.
How long does it take you to usually create an OC? How do you bond over your OCs? Do you bond over them? Like, do you get connections to them, or are they just something you throw together and you're just like, cool, I'm done?
If I remember correctly, she'll type it out too. But yesterday, during the interview, she's like, "I just play with makeup and see what happens."
That's kind of how this character was actually created. Was I will totally do that, Lynx. This one, again, as I said, it was supposed to be a vent character, and then I found a single audio, and I was like, there's the backstory. And through literally 15 seconds of an audio, maybe even 10 of it, I created an entire storyline and plot to this character.
That random spark of fucking infernal inspiration.
Absolutely, actually.
Yes.
Do you want me to go into the quick rough gist of this character, or save it for another time?
We'll save it for another time. Waiting for Blood to respond. I know it takes her like 5 years because she's an old lady. Well, not an old lady. She is young. It's just she's fat, like very slow at typing. And she's gonna give me shit about that one.
Oh yeah, 100%. Excuse me, I apologize.
Don't start yawning because you're gonna make me more tired than I already am. Come on.
Exactly, that's why I didn't mean to yawn.
Hey, did you notice something on my mic?
Oh my god, it's a baby Yoda. That's adorable.
No, that's up here. I meant down here.
I am blind AF. I can't tell.
Wolf
left. I can't. Oh, what is it?
Mjolnir. Wolf left it here by accident.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's a perfect place. That's a perfect place for it. Yeah, sorry, I can't see shit.
Oh, that's been a long time anyway, 02K. Don't worry about that. Anyway, Blood, are you gonna frickin' there we go! I do bond with them once I make them. That's when they get their backstory and personality. Okay. Alright, I think that this was fun.
This was a lot of fun.
Time. I'm gonna be playing some Apex with my little one. I'm gonna make him hop on until he gets tired. Hopefully he wants to play with me. He was playing with Hostile Bond all day. I'm pretty sure they had a fun time. I heard it in the background. It was great. So I'm going to be right back in a few minutes. I'm going to talk to her on the line once the music starts. That means I'm taking my little 5-minute break of grabbing a drink, pissing like a racehorse, and coming back. Oh yeah, I'll get you. I'll pick you up. You butt? My butt is big. My mother-in-law even told me once. I have the cake,
though. Listen, I have the cake.
No, you have not seen my buttocks.
I have seen your buttocks. I have seen your TikToks. I have seen your bootay.
Hey, Blood.
I still have
blood. Send her the one after surgery. Send her it, please. Anyway, I'm
gonna fucking die.
You'll love it. Well, everyone, we'll be right back soon. Please stay tuned and have a good time. And yeah, thank you for coming out. I enjoyed chat. I loved how you guys were just chilling, talking, having a good time, just like how Kaji is. And
that's how I be. Let's just vibe.
Yes, love you, Kaj. Yeah. All right. Wait, what the fuck? Did the thing just happen again? Did that just happen again?
It literally just shit itself as you were saying goodbye. Wow.
Everyone, Hold on.
Hold on. Let me just get back over here. Oh wow, that's a mood and a half.
Oh my
That's
god.
that's a full
That would
mood
have
and
been
a
perfect
half.
if like we said bye and then like you
And
see
then
it.
it shit itself.
Yep.
But no, it had to be literally
Right before.
a minute.
All right, everyone. I'll be right back. Bye-bye.
Bye.